So this just fell off. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Katie. I'm very happy to have you. As you can see, I have my plants around me, and I actually have a bunch laid out in front of me that I couldn't really display behind me. And that means today is the plant tour video. I wanted to show you all what plants I have. I consider myself definitely a beginner, a novice. I basically only have plants that are really easy to take care of. If you'll notice, my little fuzzball dog is in the background, so if she's walking around, it's my dog. But before we get into our plant video today, make sure to subscribe down here and give this video a like. Now let's get into the video. My first plant that I'm going to be talking about is my spider plant. Now these guys like bright light, and they're really easy to grow. I think they're like one of the easiest household plants to grow. This guy, actually, I'm very proud of him because I've had him for a few years now, and he has almost died so many times. Like 2 months ago, he was literally just like 2 little things, and that's it. And I thought it was for sure a goner, but then I changed the location, I changed the pot, and now he has all these little really strong new leaves popping up. So I'm really happy. This is my little spider plant guy. I recently just cut off a couple of the babies. I think I got like 4 of them, and I propagated them and I sold them on Facebook Marketplace. And I think that's awesome. Like, considering that it almost died multiple times and that I could sell it, like sell the little babies, it's just awesome to me. All right, next is my little rattlesnake plant. As you can see, it has really, really unique, awesome leaves right there. And on the underside, they are purple. I think this is a prayer plant. So at different points of the day, the leaves will be up or they'll be down. Except I do have some, let me show you. Some of the leaves here are starting to curl up and die at the ends. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm definitely a plant novice, but I try to trim the plants, clean them, and keep them healthy as much as I can. Obviously, I don't want to kill my plants. I have this on a shelf sort of in the middle of my living room in between 2 windows, and it's thriving there. It's really easy to grow. It's one of my first plants. It's doing well. Love this. Next up is my peperomia. I think that's how you say it. That's how I say it anyways. This is my peperomia. I got it from the sill. I also got my rattlesnake plant from the sill as well. But this guy, when I got it, was probably just as big as these little guys down here, and it's grown so much. Now, the thing about peperomias, I need to do more research, but from the research I've done, I think they can trail. I hope they can trail because this stem is really floppy. And let me know if you are better at plants than I am, if it's okay for it to trail, or if I'm doing something wrong and I need to prop it up. But this one is standing straight up. I'm wondering how to propagate this plant, or if it's ready to propagate. That's something I definitely need to do more research on, is how and when to trim my plants. It's definitely something I'm not very good at yet. All right, next up is my Maranta. This is my prayer plant. I just got it from the sill maybe a month ago, and it's beautiful. It has these leaves with this nice coloring on it, this beautiful purpley pink and the green. I think it's beautiful. Again, it's a prayer plant, so at different points of the day, the leaves will be down. Right now they're down, obviously, and then I think it's at nighttime they go up. I do have this one little offshoot that's a lot taller than all of the others, but it has a new little guy growing off of it, so that's awesome. It means that I'm doing something well, and I think I have some new growth down there as well. Marantas like bright indirect light to medium light, and they are pet friendly. Next up, this is probably my favorite plant of all of my plants just because it looks so unique, and that is my pilea. I think is how you say it. Don't come at me. I think that's how you say it, pilea, something like that. I just think it is so unique, so beautiful. And one thing about this plant that I absolutely love is it self-propagates, and it gets all these tiny little babies all by itself. How cute is that? That's such a success for me when I see my plants having new growth. I just think that's the best feeling ever. But again, I want to know how and when to trim this plant. Like, so this just fell off. Is that okay? Let me know if that's okay. I was about to say, how do you propagate this plant? I mean, like, how do you trim it? How do I start a new plant? Where do I trim it? How do I do it? Please help me. Please comment and help me. I need help. Pileas are pet friendly, of course. I have it in sort of a medium indirect light, and it's been doing really well. All right, next up is my jade. Ooh, it's really heavy, but this is my jade. Jade's like bright light. I have to put it down. Jade's like bright light, and they grow so fast. When we bought this, I came home from work one day and Chris had bought this jade plant from a place in Denver, and it was just one little stalk and it was just yay big. And now 3 years later, it's this huge monstrosity, but it grows really fast. It's really easy to maintain, in my opinion. It's not pet friendly, so be careful with your pets. Thankfully, my dog doesn't really care about plants and doesn't investigate, but if your dog does, just be careful with the jade plant and keep it somewhere where your dog might not get it. Okay, this is my elephant's bush plant. It is a trailing plant. It's still pretty small right now. As you can see, they're starting to trail down, but we haven't really gotten there yet. There are a lot of little babies on here, which are adorable. Recently though, I think I haven't been taking very good care of this one, unfortunately, because I was cleaning it. I was trying to get the dust off the leaves, and one of these trails, or one of these, what are they called? One of these completely fell off. Like, I didn't even apply pressure. It just broke. So I'm not sure exactly what I did there. But these guys like bright light. I don't know if they're pet friendly, actually. I think they are pet friendly. If they're not, let me know in the comments below. I need to look that up. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one to continue to trail down and eventually have long vines. I think that would just look beautiful. Next up, we have my snake plant. I was about to say spider plant, but this is my snake plant. This guy I got from IKEA. Snake plants like, well, I don't know what light they prefer, honestly, but they can tolerate low light, which is great because I have this one corner of my sort of living room / dining room area that doesn't get a lot of light. And so this guy lives there, he loves it, he's thriving. Snake plants are not pet friendly, again, so just watch your pets, make sure they aren't, getting into it. But yeah, super good, this one. It's, again, like really easy to take care of, requires little to no maintenance, in my opinion. Okay, moving on to my cactus and succulents now. I just have a few. So this is my Hoya heart. I just got this from the sale I got this for Chris for Valentine's Day, actually, because it's a little heart. I thought it was cute. And we're not really big on Valentine's Day, but I thought this was really adorable. It's really easy to take care of. Well, I shouldn't say that because it's obviously a little yellow. So let me know what I'm doing. I think I'm overwatering it. I don't know, it's been green this whole time, but recently, maybe in the past couple of weeks, it's turned a little bit yellow. So maybe I've been overwatering it, underwatering it. Maybe it needs a new pot. Help a girl out, please. But it's so cute. Next is my little Haworthia zebra. It is really easy to take care of. Again, it likes bright light. I keep it right on my windowsill. It's grown a lot. When I first got it, it was maybe half this height, and it's I've repotted it to a bigger planter, and it's just really unique and has these little white stripes. So I think that's why it's called Haworthia zebra. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's a great little succulent and it's pet friendly, and I think if you're just looking for a little succulent to fill up your space or something like that, or if you just want something really easy to take care of and you like succulents, this one is really good. Last but not least are my two cactus, my cactus. I got these a year ago at a street fair in Fort Worth. It was like they shut off however many blocks, and it had local vendors, local artisans selling art and candles and anything homemade and plants and anything you can think of. I got these from a vendor obviously selling plants, and this tent was packed when I went in there to get these, and so I wasn't able to ask like what kind of cactus these are. So I have really no idea. Let me know if you know what species these are. Species? Is that the right word? I have no idea what I'm doing with plants. I just like water them and hope they're okay. But let me know what these are. They really hurt to touch. I've moved multiple states with these guys, and I have accidentally touched them way too many times. Oh, I forgot a plant. Okay, so those were not the last ones. The last plant is this ivy right behind me. I am gonna be upfront and honest. I don't know what kind of ivy this is. I'm thinking it's a pothos of some kind. This guy has a good story. Ooh, I recently painted this white, and I got paint on the leaves accidentally because I didn't want to unpot it and then repot it. I just kind of moved the vines out of, or the vines out of the way, and some of them got paint on them. I hope that's okay, but this guy actually has a funny story. So Chris, when he was still at UT in Austin, he was just on the street, and this guy was like, hey, I clean or I take care of the plants at this office building. Do you want this free plant? Like, they're moving offices and they don't want to take it with them. And he was like, yeah, of course. So that was 5 years ago, and we still have this plant. It's been cut many times. It grows really fast. It's trailing really long. It's growing really fast, and I really love that. And I have it high on a shelf in my living room, so hopefully it'll trail down and look beautiful over time. When we moved into this house a few months ago now, it was like that, so it's really growing. Given that I don't know exactly what kind of ivy this is, I just give it bright and direct light, and that seems to do the trick. I don't know if it's pet friendly. If you know, please let me know down below. But yeah, okay, that's finally all of my plants. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 plants, and that's good for me right now. I think I'm always in the market for some plants, but I think right now I need to focus on keeping these alive. I know I eventually want a ZZ plant. I know those are really notoriously easy to take care of, and I think I want a rubber tree. Yeah, a rubber tree. I think those look so cool and so unique. I also one day want a monstera, of course, just like everyone, and a fiddle leaf fig, but I know fiddle leaf figs are very finicky, and once you have it in a spot that it likes, you can't move it. So that worries me because our house doesn't have the best light. So maybe I'll hold off on the fiddle leaf fig for now, but for now, I have my plants here, and I love them dearly, and I hope you do too. So that's the end of my plant tour video. If you have any tips or tricks for me to keep all of these guys alive, please let me know. I'm always looking for more advice. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just watering them and Googling where to put them, how much light they need, when to repot them. Really, I want to know how and when I can give them little trims, propagate them, whatever it's called, and share the wealth with other people, or just share the wealth with myself and have more plants for free. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.